when you feel like you know somebody, when you feel like the artist you've been looking up to and listening to for years, you know them. You listen to the lyrics, you feel like you can relate. You watch the interviews, you feel like, I know this person. Sometimes you don't know them like you think you know them. Sometimes you ain't got no idea what their intentions is. Let's get into it.
Pay attention, you bastards.
Welcome back. So for those of you who have not seen, NBA Youngboy just recently had an interview where he was talking about what the meaning of his album Make America Slime Again meant. You know what I'm saying? And they were asking him, hey, what does it mean to you? And his reply was crazy, and it kind of got the internet buzzing a little bit, because people like, man, like, are you rocking with Trump? A lot of people don't rock with Trump like that. You know what I'm saying? If you have not seen the interview, check it out real quick.
Said you make America slime again. Like, what does that title mean to you?
And then follow whatever Trump applying.
Follow whatever Trump applying.
Yeah.
What in what way? Like,
in every way.
Well, Trump pardoned you, got you off house arrest.
I don't know nothing about that.
What you mean? Did you ever speak to him about, like, did you ever have a...
No, nothing about that.
Right. Okay. But the album's name, Make America Slime Again. The tour is named Make America Slime Again.
It was, the name was like, it's just to enforce whatever Trump applying. That's it.
Have you ever met Trump?
Why do you keep thinking?
Cause you got me thinking right now. Why be like?
Now, me personally, I'm on the fence, man. I don't know exactly what he meant, by, whatever Trump meant. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the one thing about NBA Youngboy, which I don't like. I like him as an artist. I feel like he's dope. But I feel like he's young-minded, especially when it comes to interviews. And it's funny because Tekashi 6ix9ine was talking about this, and he was basically saying a lot of these artists, they just artists, but when they start talking, like, they sound dumb. They feel like they too cool to answer questions just head on. You know what I mean? They feel like they too cool to just give a real answer and just say what they really feel. They want to have this cool little mystique about them, and they'll say stuff. If you have not seen that clip, check it out real quick.
If I was to act like one of these rappers, interview me right now. That's why they ain't getting no money. Interview me, I'm gonna act like them.
Man, so what you got coming in the future, man?
Shit. I ain't got working on an album right now, like.
That's exactly.
Niggas be fucking dumb as hell. Like, nigga, why are you trying to be too cool? You look stupid, bro.
So that's why I'm saying, when he's saying this, it's kind of like, bro, what are you implying exactly? You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying? But the reality is that a lot of people, as I said earlier, a lot of people like Trump. I know Trump is the guy to hate at the moment. You know what I mean? Because he rubs people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of people that love Trump, but you got a lot of people that hate Trump. And that is the reality. That is the reality of who he is. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because when Trump was out in the 90s, it seemed like everybody loved him. Black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, white, everybody loved him, right? Because he was the bar. When it come to business, when it come to real estate, when it come to wealth, he was one of the bars that you reach for. But because Trump has came out and he said some things, people ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? People don't feel, how his responses are, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So when you see an NBA Youngboy who's obviously for the culture, he come from the culture, when you see him say something like, it mean exactly what Trump is saying. You know what I mean? I don't know how to feel about it. Me personally, on one hand, I'm like, he's just basically saying hip hop. I want hip hop to be back where hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? Or where hip hop once was, right? Hip hop was known for bars. It was known for art. It was known for, you know, somebody really coming from the culture, really coming from nothing, making to something. That's what hip hop was known for. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking again. It's just me. I'm thinking that when he say "Make America Slime Again," I'm thinking he talking about hip hop. That's what I take out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong. He may not be talking about that. And that's the one thing about an artist like NBA Youngboy, where he like, you're not gonna know really what he mean. You know, because he's gonna leave a crazy mystique. He's gonna have a crazy mystique about him where you kind of gotta figure it out, which is why, you know, part of the reason why he's so big, because he'll come out with some good music and then, you know, he'll have an interview where he'll say something and you like, damn, like what does he mean by that? You know what I mean? I think that he does it on purpose, truthfully. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I take from him. You know, but let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you think he means, you know, he's on the side of Trump? Do you think that NBA Youngboy is one of them people that's like, yeah, I voted for Trump. Trump is about business. I'm about business. He about money. I'm about money. You know what I mean? I voted for him. Or do you think he kind of just playing off the, you know, kind of like the playing off the what's the word I'm looking for? Playing off of, you know, just the negative shit. Playing off the negative shit that he puts out to the world. You know, let me know. I mean, I think that he low key might be playing off the negative shit because he know that if I say something like this, then it's gonna get the people buzzing. It's gonna get people gonna talk about it. People gonna say, hey, well, what is it? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna ask the question. You know, it's gonna build more buzz around what I'm trying to push. I think that I truly think that's what it is. I don't think that he really rock with Trump like that. Because even when they was talking about the pardon shit, he was like, yo, I don't know nothing about that. They say he pardoned me, but I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? So even with that, it's like, you don't know that he pardoned you, bro. You never heard that. I'm sure you heard it because that was big. You know, but let him tell it. Nah, I never heard that. You know, I don't know what's going on. But like I said, that's why I feel like he does that. You know, and that's what keeps everybody kind of like, man, what's up with Youngboy? Like, you know, he come out, he a super street nigga, and then he turn around and he this guy, and then he has a mystique to him. You know, he's quiet, but then he come out with some wild shit, and then you know he a killer, or at least you feel like he a killer, but then we don't know because he kind of artsy. So I feel like he's one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let me know how y'all feel about it. Again, man, I always appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.